Jay Alexander here, y'all. And I just found out that his name is just Jay. Just Jay, the letter.
J period.
Yeah, Jay period. So I'm thinking about changing mine. You've inspired me.
We spent over $1 million to bring everybody that was pop. Like if you was an athlete, you was in music, fashion, everybody. They can tell you if it wasn't for me, this thing would have never happened because he would have made a hat. He'd have went on to something else.
If I'm the one you're sleeping with, and it's just like that's where you got. Just because I'm sleeping with you doesn't mean that you have earned or deserved.
Entitled. I wasn't saying that at all.
The money that.
Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of 8 at the Table. It's your girl, Erin the Renegade. And of course, I have my lovely castmates here with me.
Hey guys, it's your girl Amanda.
What's up, everybody? It's your girl, Jada Blackwell.
You know the vibes. It's your boy, Rico Hundo.
All right, y'all. Y'all won't believe who we have here. I'm super excited. Why you laughing?
It's all good.
Oh, God. Here we go, y'all. No, but y'all, we have the Reverend Doc. No, I'm joking. No, we have Jay Alexander here, y'all. And I just found out that his name is just Jay. Just Jay, the letter.
J period.
Yeah, Jay period. So I'm thinking about changing mine. You've inspired me.
You know, every J something is like, Sonana's just like the biggest thing. J ever Hoover.
I don't know. J. Edgar Hoover was a real terrible
history
person.
books.
Yeah, you're right, but he was a terrible person.
It's all good. Rock.
So, Mr. Alexander.
J.
Okay, I'm sorry. Mr. J.
Some people say J. Alexander. But then
Like
if
the
you say-
restaurant?
yeah, but if you say J. Alexander, you forget the Martin, and then my last name is Alexander, and nah, my last name is Martin.
All right, so
Let's
we're
just say J.
all right, Jay.
Please.
I got you, Jay. So I just want to let everyone know, if you don't know who this guy is, y'all, if you ever heard of FUBU, for us, by us, this is the man behind the madness.
I'm one of them. I
Oh,
can't.
see, you
I ain't gonna
you
take
took
it
the
off.
words out my. Hey, let me do my job now.
No, yeah, I've been doing this for years, so
No, but y'all, for real,
I'm slipping.
he is one of the men behind FUBU. And I don't know if some of y'all remember like the FUBU commercials from like a long time ago.
Like LL Cool J and stuff.
Yes.
Yeah.
And like even y'all were in the commercials. Like they were dope. So one, I'm like on the couch of greatness. So cheers to us.
Yeah.
And welcome. We appreciate you coming. We're looking forward to hearing some of your wisdom, your life experiences. So don't be up here telling no lies.
Nah, it's what's that? What y'all use now? Cap? I don't
Yeah.
care.
I don't use that word, sir.
So
I don't use
I
that.
don't know how.
She's used it before.
I go
Yeah, I'm about to say I've definitely heard her say it. That was Cap.
No, it was the one time. No. How many times did I use it? I used it one
And
time.
it was a very funny clip.
Yeah, and I said no caps, no hats, no nothing. Like it
She
was.
said, "Take off all the caps."
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it was.
It's not in my vernacular.
It was off
at all. Yeah, it was off. Exactly. Goes to show that I don't use it. So give us a little background. Everything you're doing right
Where do I
now.
start?
Where are you from?
I'm from New York, from
Okay.
Queens, New York, Hollis, Farmers Boulevard. I was like, I grew up in the middle of Farmers and Hollis. So like 1 year I'd hang on Hollis, another year I'd hang on Farmers.
So you could
Oh,
like
you
be
split
cool
your
with
years?
both. Like
Yeah,
both
I don't know.
sides.
You know what? I don't know. I'm just like that.
Mm.
Like I'll have friends for like that I'll be with and I'll hang out with for like it's a year, 2 years, 3 years, and then I won't see them ever. And then I have a whole other group of friends I'll
Jeez.
hang out for 3 years. I won't see them ever.
So
Wow.
I have a question. Were you into like design or what how did FUBU come about? Or
Um,
was there like a movement going on at that time, or you know?
So to be honest, like there's a guy named Damon. Everybody know was on Shark Tank. So him and another guy named Carl Brown. Damon per se more so than anything. He had made some hats, and I was in the military. I came off the military. It was in Desert Storm, Desert Shield, Navy. I got out on a medical discharge, and I saw what he was doing, and it was a hat. But Damon's the type of dude. I always say this: like he'll be selling you freaking, carpet. He'll sell the water. He'll sell. He was selling mirrors at one time. So he'll just whatever. So he was selling it, and I looked at it and I was like, yo, that's a nice hat. He had a logo. I was like, what's the name of it? He called it FUBU. And I was like, well, I'm trying to get in fashion. I'm going to FIT, through the military, GI Bill. I could take this and turn to something. He was like, yo, we don't have any money. I can't take it. How you gonna do that? I was like, all right, well, I got some money. So I had $6,000, and I gave him 5,000. Kept 1,000, bought some clothes, and the rest was history.
Wow.
Mm.
I've heard the story. Didn't y'all like move y'all's y'all's operation to his mom's house?
No. So okay.
Wait a minute, now this story is wrong.
No, listen. Throughout the years, folk tales go turning it around. People get excited on the mic and they start just telling stories and going with whatever. But
That's what Damon said.
I know. But the real story is the real story is this. Damon was already there. That was his house.
Right.
His mom left him the house. That's
Mhm.
where we were working the business at.
Mhm.
Damon had uh Keith and we both lived in the house.
Mhm.
So then we would live and work at the same time, and then we turned into a factory. And as it going, and then when we hooked up with Samsung, that was distributed us and kind of got us out there in a huge way. Then instead of us saying, I guess, my story or the other stories, we just used the story of Damon. You know that it just sounded good at the time because what my story or the combined story didn't sound good at the time.
Mhm.
Now it's impeccable and
Mhm.
wish we
Right.
did, but it is what it is.
I will just say this: the story that you just told is what I heard. So Damon not out here.
No. I mean, listen, it get remixed. You know how if I tell you one thing and you go tell her, by the time it gets to him,
It's
I
all
say
over
that
the
all the
street.
time.
it's
Play a
switched up.
telephone.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So another question. So did you ever find out why he came up with that? I'm just curious more of like the background of it, like because I want to know like what it was like at that time. Did For Us By Us like hit the name? Did he say it came about for a specific reason, or was there?
Well, yes, because like there was really nothing for us to buy.
Mhm.
That kind of fit us the way we wanted to be, or represented how we want to represent as us.
Mhm.
Black and brown people. So we went out there. Even just for the instance of how we wear our pants, or hidden pockets, or things like that,
Mhm.
that intricately, that work with us. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? Like for instance, I can kind of say it even a man and a woman. A woman's gonna know. Listen, I need to dress this way, this way. You just
Mhm.
know it. Like
Mhm.
you know it from growing up. We wouldn't know because we couldn't understand it for real. So a lot of these companies were out there making clothes, and we would just take it and we would turn it around and twist it and put pinstripes. I mean, not pinstripes. I'm sorry. What's those things?
Like the little
A
line.
little line in
Yeah.
it and all that. We would dress it up and make it sexy for us. And they so we said, you know what, let's create something for us.
Mhm.
And then it was like, okay, for us, by us.
Mhm.
And it was like, well, that's too long. And you just used the acronym.
Yeah.
You used FUBU.
Were you a part of it being in like Forever 21? That's where I got
Of
my
course.
outfit.
Oh, yeah.
I bought it all. Listen, they had a
no,
little sale.
So let me backtrack. So I'm like the creative director. Or
Mhm.
like I am the creative director and the VP,
Mhm.
whatever. Damon's cost the CEO. He actually put more money in than I did, whatever.
Mhm.
And when he first started, because he was actually already doing his hats thing, and then I came in saying, "Listen, I can bring, the skills and the fashion to it." And again, they can tell you if it wasn't for me, this thing would have never happened because he would have made a hat. He'd have went on to something else. He would
Mhm.
never went to really be in fashion. It wasn't something he wanted to do. I went
Great
to
timing.
school. That's really, I swear, what I really, really like and love.
That sounds like the
Mm.
Which is
perfect timing.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of like the Diddy and stuff that happened. Well, never mind. That's another story. I have my resume. Hold on. Say-
So back in the day, I remember my favorite FUBU thing, piece of clothing that I had was the baby blue jersey.
FUBU Jersey.
Yeah.
Yeah. So FUBU, like, so it's funny because it's three more guys. Damon, Keith, Carl. I always mention everybody, and our perspective on fashion is the fact that we have to make what people like, or we have to make what we like. And if we don't like it, then it's not going to sell regardless.
Mhm.
And one day we was all at the office, and a guy was things Tikiko Spikes,
Oh, Takeo. Yeah.
Tikiko Spikes
Mm-hmm.
gave us some jerseys, and the next day we all were wearing the same jersey. So it was like obviously we all like it, and we
Yeah.
started doing jerseys. And the jersey story even more. kind of really like changed the revolution of fashion because I've did so many colors to the point where the NFL sent us a cease and desist
Wow.
because we were just killing them. Like we were selling millions of jerseys like them.
Yep.
Actually, we selling more than them.
Wow.
And they were like, "Yo, you can't use our colors anymore." I was like, "No problem, bro. I'm good.
We already did what we had to do.
I could flip that 3 million times." You know what I mean? So it was cool. And again, you got Keith who has a certain personality. You got Carl's a certain personality. You got Damon has a certain personality. You have I'm more fashionable slash ghetto. I don't want to. He hates when I say it. We say that more. I'll use
We
that. 'Cause
know.
he
We
hates when I
know.
say that.
It was like buttoned
And
up.
no, not button up, more
Good.
hood.
Oh,
And Carl, he's just whatever. He just and Damon's kind of sort of not whatever, but he's a little. I'm more fashionable, but
Mhm.
I could take something that like Tim's and all of a sudden it look like it's dressed up.
Mm.
It's just maybe it's how it is.
I-
We would all feed off each other's, but I was the more of the guy that had to come and bring the flavor and the ideas and all that stuff.
the actual
Yeah.
fashion.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So when you guys were at any point, whether it was in the beginning or during the height, um, what was your personal favorite design that you guys had?
I get that question all the time, and I will tell you everything
Mm.
because I don't do anything I don't like.
That's cool. So it's all special.
So yeah.
I got one more question too. Okay, so what was the biggest consumer? Like, were Black people the biggest consumers, or were a lot of like? Did it break into like what's that word?
White.
Yeah, the whites. I didn't want to say whites, but like
The
the
non-black people.
yeah, the non-blacks. Like, did it create like a breakthrough, like where
Yeah,
everybody
it
was
did.
dressing like us, and like because I know a lot of Asian people be like doing hip hop.
Oh,
To this day.
I mean,
Yeah, right.
Overseas, we killed it overseas.
Mm-hmm.
And even here, let's say use the word Caucasian. Let's
Mm-hmm.
use the
Okay,
word.
okay.
Yes, they tried to wear it. Um, and we, of course, we're not gonna tell you no, but and again, people told them no,
Mm-hmm.
and we didn't really want them to, because
Take over.
we didn't want them to not feel in fear by wearing it. If you want to
Okay.
wear it, you wear it. It's clothing. It don't have it. There's no, oh my God, it's only for black. I mean, it is, because it's hard to really just define, because for us, bias is really a culture. It's really about us, about, because that's how we did it. It was something that we didn't have.
Mm-hmm.
And that transcended even down to today. So, but I can't tell you as a white person, no, you can't wear it. If you
Right.
want to do it, I'm not going to say nothing. So that's up to you. Now, there's a lot of white, like now, if you go to a rap concert, it's like 99% white.
Mm-hmm.
You go to some hoods, that white boy, shit, look
Yeah.
at Detroit, like white boy Rick from
Mhm.
back in the days. Like, I ain't gonna tell him no. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, he hard. You go ahead, bro. You wear
Right.
what you want to wear. But so I don't like to like it too much to transcend about race. But I will say I wanted to transcend more about culture. So if you're about the culture and you about this life, and it's what you do, and you for us, and you by us, and you
Yeah.
with us, you know what I'm saying? We'll rock it.
Right.
But
Yeah.
if you want some other stuff, man, go ahead.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
'Cause I'm for my people. And if you're not for us, beat it.
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel that you guys sort of laid a foundation for us really making a conscious effort to support Black businesses?
Oh, we're the birth,
That's what, and that's what I
Nice.
believe.
hands down.
Yeah, because I
Hands
don't
down.
even think that there's been like another like revolutionary
No,
like
Mhm.
item
never will
or
be.
widget or
and
anything.
it won't be.
Mhm.
It
Mm-hmm.
won't be. It won't be because time changed. Everything's changed.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know. And again, like this generation to me has stopped and said, "Listen, we're gonna do a reset, and now we're gonna start all over again and do how we want to do it."
Mm-hmm.
So again, maybe someone in this these
Disease.
this will come up with something and
Mhm.
it'll go forward. But it's almost like this. Like somebody else say something like, my you can't catch up to me if you wanted to,
Because you started it.
because I'm 31 years in the game.
Yeah.
You just started your business and you talking about, well, I know everybody's coming to me because I was called this and that. You can't catch me if you had to.
Ooh.
I'm 31 years in the game, so you need 31 years first. Then you can kind of catch up. So even after you get 31 years, now I'm 62 years. You can't catch up.
It ain't fair.
It ain't fair. But that's not my fault.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I want to hear. No,
Well, in their defense,
do-
no, I'm kidding.
We do have questions that we like to ask our guests as kind of an icebreaker. So I'll start with my question. If you had to do dinner with anyone dead or alive, who would it be?
Can I get some time for that?
We can. We
Phone
can go to the
friend,
next
get some
next
time,
question.
girl.
Maybe
I
this
got an
one.
easy one.
I was about to say maybe the next one you'll
A lot of
definitely know
people.
right off the bat.
So what is your go-to drink?
They didn't call me Mixie
Why?
because I'll have
Yeah.
everything.
That's not what that
One
means
day.
today.
Mhm. Right.
Yo,
Well, that's
I don't know- I
mixing
don't
you
know if
all
you
over the
get-
place.
Nah, that's my nickname at this lounge I go to because
Mm.
I'll drink 1 minute I'm drinking tequila, next minute I'm drinking, and I love Long Island iced teas.
Mm.
Oh, that's why.
You like to get lit.
Yeah.
Love Long Island teas.
I could never do that. I'm
Go-to
sorry.
I just want to
Hilarious.
answer that question. If I could hang out with anybody dead or alive, it'd be Harriet Tubman.
Not Big Tub.
That's the big dog.
What? Big
I like
Tub.
that. No, I like that one though. I like
Harriet
that one.
Tubman. I would ask it. We would be sitting there for days. I'd be like,
I like that
girl,
one.
and then what happened?
You know
what,
what?
Bernard?
But-
You know what? You know what? Honestly, for me, if I really sat back and thought about it, it wouldn't necessarily be somebody important or
Mm.
somebody that had did whatever. I want to know how someone felt and lived, back in the days of Black Wall Street. I want to
Yeah.
I want to go just sit with one of them,
Mhm.
dead. They say they're 100 something, they would have been 100 something, they died, whatever. I want to sit with them 'cause I just wanted to kick it
Yeah.
because you get better answers, you get a better feeling, a better sense of what's going on. And me as a visionary type of guy, I just want to understand what's the vision, and then in the end, when I come back to this world and I'm sitting there talking to people, I can say, now I know what happened. Now I know why that happened.
Mm-hmm.
Not the leader that's leading,
Mhm.
people that's just
That did it.
doing the
Living
day,
it,
day
yeah.
to day. You know what I mean? I think, and that person, there's no name to that person because I don't know who that person is.
Grandpa.
Yep.
Yeah, grandma,
mean,
grandpa,
Pop, pop.
whatever.
I think that's
Honestly,
the best way to
Pop.
answer that question, though,
Yeah.
because sometimes people would like think of people they really want to know information from, and then they pick the wrong person. It's just like even if
Or
you,
you
did
asked the wrong question when
Yeah.
you sitting there.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Like,
exactly,
now you like,
Yeah.
see, now you fucked up.
right,
You know,
right.
Now you fucked up. You asked the wrong question. You only had 5 minutes.
Oh, 5 minutes.
Then now you done.
Hot dog.
People will be like, I want to sit down with Jay-Z because I want to know what happened in the elevator. Like, you think that if you ever got to sit
You
down
wouldn't
with
even be able to
Jay-Z,
get it
he's
out.
gonna let you know what happened in that elevator?
Right.
Wasn't you the one that said that?
I never said that.
Oh, all right.
Wow.
Why would I wouldn't care to sit down with Jay-Z.
Listen, me and Harriet was going to get it in. I was going to be like, Harriet,
I'm
we
not
got
that
5 minutes.
You know
Nah.
what's funny? So whenever I talk to my grandpa a lot, he's 87, 88, one of them. He finna have a birthday. And whenever we talk, yes, I said finna. In my 3 degrees said finna. But I talked to him a lot about what life was 60 years ago, 40 years ago, 50 years ago, because growing up as a child, I thought certain things about him. But then when you get older and you hear the backstory, you be like, oh, he
Mhm.
wasn't a bigot. He just lived through the shit that we read about.
Mhm.
And he has actual personal experiences and feelings about that kind of stuff, So I actually love sitting and talking to my
My grandmother
grandfather.
lived.
Me too. I love my grandpa.
104.
Wow.
103. Sorry.
Wow.
She died. Was it New Year's Day?
Mm.
Wow.
So she is like I got to reach. And
104.
we used to sit down and talk about. 'Cause she was like one of the first people in. She lived in Harlem. Shout out to Harlem. And I used to be in Harlem every weekend to see her.
Mhm.
And we used to sit down. She'd tell me all the stories about how the projects work. She like I said, one of the first tenants.
Mm.
It was interesting.
Fire.
That's
But that was
fine.
funny because in the family, I'm the only one that can get it out of her for some reason. I don't know what. She'd just sit and kicking it. We'd be outside just talking.
Did she drink?
No.
Oh, okay.
Drink,
Do you
she
ask
never
her?
smoked
Are you
and
the
all.
one that asks her questions? Because
Um,
I've realized that, like with my grandfather, I ask a lot of questions. I don't know why I'm so interested in knowing, like about the
But
past.
she was weird because it was weird because if you ask the questions, for me, I could ask her one question and then she could just flow.
Mhm.
Like I got it on video. Nobody can get it on video. Only I can get it on video. And then you ask a question, she'll answer the question real quick and then be like, next, what we eating? You know what I mean?
Right.
She love,
Not entertaining it.
yeah, she love her some Chinese food, shrimp and broccoli. She loved.
Aw.
All right. So the last question is: anybody on Earth, you have 24 hours. Who are you getting sexually intimate with?
Is it threesome?
You could
I
be.
mean, whatever you want.
We'll make.
Hold on.
We'll make that
That is a good question.
We'll make that exception. That was.
I think he the first one that tells
Yeah.
us.
I'm about to
Never
die.
asked
I'm about to go all in.
We
Right.
never even thought of that.
Right.
Everybody else saying they ex. I'm like, this is crazy.
Dang,
Wait,
that's a
hold
good
on.
question,
That could have been his
too.
answer.
Right.
Can it be like a
Unless
person
it,
like
well,
Thor?
he got at least a couple.
Can it be somebody like Batman or Thor? Or...
Nah.
Ooh, Thor. That's a good one.
I was just curious.
You want to get head?
I didn't say give head to Thor. What? That ain't even the question.
Oh, I
He didn't say who coochie you want to eat.
I'm confused. Wait, what was the question again?
Dogging me out.
Wait,
Who would you want to sleep
Steve
with?
Rogers.
Yeah.
But in
Before you
Infinity
die.
War.
You got 24 hours. Anybody in the world.
Oh, it's not sleep with just the
No.
No. No, sexual encounter.
Sir, it is
Intercourse.
whatever you want it to be.
Back in our days, what we did,
Romance.
we would. Yeah, that's true too. But we would quiet like no dude would ever run around talking about what girl he was with and all this other stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And the girl, no, we would never do that. Like that's
Corny.
you know what I'm saying? That's corny. That's
Cornish.
corny.
Cornish
And
hen.
then two,
Alan, were you
don't wanna-
corny?
you don't want to make that girl feel, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like we thought about moms every time.
And you
or
can't go
sisters.
back.
Right. Like so, and you don't blah blah blah. You look corny doing that. But again, if you want to be corny, do your thing. It's not
Can
for
we
me.
make sure we get this?
This is a clip.
Because I want this to like be said like everywhere. Don't be corny.
What was the most romantic thing you ever did? Like, do you ever go to somebody's window with a boombox?
What?
You know, the music player from the boombox, like the movie?
Nah.
Keisha.
That's romance.
Like, you know,
I'm
do you love
nah,
me?
I don't think I'm romantic.
First of
'cause
all,
I'm-
make
I'm
sure it's the
kinda-
right window.
I'm too reserved.
But what type of romantic
chill.
things would you have to do back in the day? Compared to now, all you got to do is be like, bitch, you coming to dinner?
Not
Ooh,
even.
Not
Jay,
Here's a
romantic.
cash app.
Nah,
Before you got money. That's what I want to know. What you was doing
Mhm.
nah,
before you got money.
I was whack. I ain't gonna
I
lie.
appreciate it.
I was
But
whack.
wasn't
But
you
you
getting
was
girls?
stylish.
Whack dudes get girls
Nah,
too, though.
I wasn't.
But you were stylish.
Look,
though.
stop reaching. I want to hear this.
Nah, I was whack. Yo, I mean, listen. I'm a rope and book. I don't care. I tell you everything. You know, most people be on Front Street and what that word cap y'all use again. Nah, I don't do that. Yo, I wasn't the flyest. I wasn't all that, but I grew into it.
Your
as
birthday
I-
coming up?
January 12th.
Oh.
Well, yes, it is coming up.
Oh, you're a Capricorn.
I grew into it. So, and then like I said, even back in junior high school, Damon was the fly one. Yo, curly hair, all that. I'm like, man, like what you doing hanging with him? Me? You know what I'm saying? Seriously, you're like, why you hanging with him? And I was like, and why I was hanging with him? Why the reverse? I'm like, Damon was like, that's my man. Don't worry about it. And then as later on, I just built my own
Mhm.
vibe, and I think what made me fly after is this, and I think everybody should really understand this. Be your, can I say it?
Yeah.
Be your fucking self,
Mm-hmm.
because you trying to be something else that you trying to be. That's your man. You trying,
And it's
I'm just
awkward.
doing him, or that's your girl. Trying to no. Once I started being myself and understand, just being cool with me and whatever I am, then I started being the flyest dude in the world. After that, she could tell me nothing.
Confidence.
Like I wrote a book called "Money Makes Me Crazy."
Mm-hmm.
And it actually really does,
Mhm.
because so now you have money, and that exasperates who you really are. I was always a chill, cool dude, so it didn't, and a fun dude, and a good dude. So I always did good things for people, or open the bar, and like I opened the bar every time I go to club. I was like 15 grand, 15 grand, 50 grand every day.
Damn, where was I?
Back in the days, it was club was popping every day. Back in my days. I
What
don't wanna
club was
act
this?
like-
I don't know. I don't be in the club.
My mama was there. It's like, oh,
Right,
joking.
Yeah. So we used to party every night. We used to buy out the bar.
They don't do that no more?
No,
Mm.
no.
Who buying the bar
buying
out?
no bar. They just throwing money,
Right.
throwing dollars in the air.
Making it look good.
You
No.
take $200 and make it look like everybody rich. Yeah,
But back in the day, they had to really spend money because I used to
No.
date this
No,
drunk.
I
Yeah.
know. Like I know what buying the bar
Like they
means.
had to
That's what I'm
pop
saying.
the
They don't do it no
crystal and
more?
stuff.
Real
Yeah,
money.
yeah. No,
Real
they was
money.
going to the club with the
Actual
purse
money.
and-
Actually,
We
physical money was being
Yeah.
spent.
We
It
spent-
wasn't all it is.
Let me tell you something.
It
let me tell you
wasn't these
something, let me tell you
credits.
something. We spent over $1 million, right? Spitting to bring everybody that was popular. Like if you was an athlete, you was in music, or you were athlete, music, fashion, with everybody, everybody was popular. We flew you with a free trip. We sent you an invite, free trip. You could bring a date. Everything was free. Took you to an island,
Dope.
performances.
Wow.
It was the greatest experience you could ever think of for free. You don't have to spend a dime.
Wow.
Wow. Are you doing it again this year?
Mhm.
No, we're never doing it again.
Why?
'Cause-
We ready.
You ain't ready.
No, first of all, there's no phones.
Tell everybody to leave their phone at the door.
phone.
Child.
Right.
Leave it. All
It was called Y2G.
Can you try to put it together?
Y2G.
It was called Y2G.
Y'all too ghetto?
Now
That's great.
now
Y'all too ghetto.
because it was a kind of a .com era,
Yep.
and then people thought that the world was
World
gonna
was
end.
ending.
It was like, you know what, Y2G, then Y2K, we gonna flip and go Y2G.
Mm.
And we took
That is
everybody out there.
fire.
It was when we had everybody, Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Diddy.
No,
Mm.
Oh, okay.
It was too wild, maybe. It was too wild.
I don't know what Diddy was.
Wow, boy.
Is Jay there?
No, Jay wasn't even pop. Jay wasn't even around back then.
In 2000, yeah.
Oh.
Yes, he
Yes,
was.
Yeah, he,
Was he big pimp
Yeah.
and spending cheese?
right, he was,
maybe?
but he probably was on tour. We would probably get sent him an invite.
Because that's when he had kind of for the rest of us who aren't
Mhm.
from this East Coast area. Around that time is I think when he kind of blew up outside of
Mhm.
the East Coast.
He
Oh.
originated Cancun and
The city.
no Cancun.
Y'all
was
would go
the brand.
there?
Mexico.
Everybody used to come to Mexico and party for a week,
Oh,
and we used to do
Memorial
that.
Weekend time, right?
Memorial Week, right?
I
We
know,
used to
I've
do
been.
that.
You been there?
I've been there.
We would have people perform, like Nelly. After Nelly performed there, he came gigantic. 50 Cent performed there, it became gigantic. That was the thing. Every athlete, everybody would come.
Everybody wear
It was
white one day.
gigantic.
It's
We would
dope.
do the opening parties every year, and then we'd have like 200 bottles, 300 bottles of champagne, and it's not giving it to. We would give it up to the whole audience.
Can
We
you
was
be
making,
my
like,
mentor?
average-
Make more money than hip hop.
Our average year is like 350 a year.
Are you anybody's mentor?
Honestly, you know what? I tried to do that and I stopped.
Because people
No.
are difficult.
This is very inconvenient. Everything is past, and I need something now. What's going on?
Time machine.
Well, we got. Yeah, tell us about the now endeavors. Your
Yeah.
streaming, what else?
Wait, but let me tell you why I stopped.
Okay,
I
we need
stopped.
to hear who he needs to have sex with in the last
Oh,
24
yeah.
hours.
Oh yeah.
You could pick two.
You fucking Brittany
I
Renner.
definitely want Sade.
Oh.
Okay.
What about Maya? Okay.
Stop picking for him, y'all.
Okay,
Stop
sorry,
picking
sorry.
for him
Um,
before he say something crazy.
my first thing was to think about two people that might like each other. But then, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's your fantasy. I mean, they can like each other.
They got to match
hmm
because it'd be
Right,
hard.
What about
Because
for-
Sade and Alicia
'Cause if
Keys?
you got Sade,
No,
you
no, no,
want
sorry,
Sade
sorry,
to
sorry.
yourself. You don't want her in a threesome.
Right. I don't want her.
Mhm.
I got you.
Okay,
Yeah.
so Sade.
No, but you know what I'll take?
But it's
Because I
your
can get a
last
bonus with her.
Buffy the body.
She was every crazy thing.
Oh.
She's in a lot of.
You think about
know what she
Janelle
was in?
Monáe?
Yeah.
What?
You
who-
talking about her? You talking about
Janelle
Janelle
Monáe?
Monáe?
Janelle Monáe.
Thank
Janelle
you.
Monáe.
You're welcome.
That's what you
Mary.
talking about?
Yeah, it is.
Okay, well that was a good pick. They're
think about
classy.
him.
They're classy. You got light skin, brown skin. You know you got both. That's good. That's
And then
good.
she'll bring
Janelle Mo-
I get a bonus because she'll.
Well, I don't know her name for
Oh
sure.
yeah, exactly. You're right. That's a good one.
100%.
Is love lost?
I don't know what the hell y'all doing.
It's in the wind.
Yo, because
Please
first of all, I'm scared to death
hmm
because one, you're gonna. It's really everything. Every time you talk to somebody, it's for the gram,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like, hey, I swear to God, I met this chick in the club. I saw her on the gram a couple times. She knew who I was. Whatever. We sitting there kicking it. Long story short, she had to leave the next day. So she came, went and got her stuff and left it. Left it at my left it. I left it. Whatever. But let me say this right. She brought her stuff to my apartment. So let me knock it down. Whatever. Wake up in the morning. So I'm like, all right, let me help you get your stuff. I'll call you a car to the airport the next morning. So later on, I'm looking on the gram. She's taking a picture of my Tiffany basketball. I'm like, when did you do that? I only saw you get up and go to the bathroom. When did you go? And what else would you? Like, I'm like, yo, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like, everything's for the gram. And then, you want, then if you get a relationship with a dude like myself, you want to just run around. You want me to just be tricking and doing all this crazy, stupid stuff. Give me all this money for what? And bags and all this. Like, no, what are you bringing to the table?
That's my boy right there. Go ahead, Jay. I want everybody to make sure
First
you see
of
this
all-
moment.
First of all-
I want everybody to make sure
Because
you see
although
this
I
moment.
agree, I'll turn this shit all around. It's like, I'm joking. I'm just joking.
So and then you want to flip and then for the gram be like, oh, I ain't mess with him no more. And then try to, say crazy shit. Like, I want somebody who want to know how to shut up.
Can I ask you a
I don't tell nobody. I don't tell nobody who I'm messing with.
Can I ask you a question? How old was this young lady?
Right. Thank you. That's your fault.
It has to be. Nah, I slipped up.
I know.
Might have had a little. It was there.
Mhm.
No, I might have mixy.
Mixy.
I might have did the mixy. I knew she was older because I'm. You could tell she's older.
No. How old was she?
She
I
took a
don't know.
picture
I
with a
wanna say
Tiffany
30
basketball.
something. Maybe 30 something.
That ain't older.
31,
Maybe something like that.
39.
32,
31. No, not 39. Maybe what?
What's
Whoa,
wrong with
whoa,
that?
whoa, whoa,
See,
whoa.
that's the problem.
Something.
That's
So
the
we'll call it
problem.
31.
Well, let's do 32. That's a good age.
Okay,
No, keep
32, good
sipping. I
age.
gotta get to the details.
32. And
I was also wondering, like,
That's the problem.
how'd you get a Tiffany basketball? That's
You know
crazy.
what?
Actually,
I literally had
as a
that
gift.
going in my mind. I said Tiffany basketball, but I sat over here just kind of.
Y'all never seen a Tiffany basketball?
No.
I got it from my ex.
Y'all trying to change the subject.
No, I'm not.
So you had this
Rika
big
brought it
booty
up, and I also had
youngin
the same thought.
bouncing that ass through your house.
Yep.
Wait, so were you really
With the Tiffany
surprised?
you beat it
basketball.
up. You sent it away.
Were you really surprised is the question.
That's what the I'm talking about.
Um,
We're the
No.
good.
You have to think about it. You weren't
no,
surprised.
Right.
I want to say it like this. I was surprised because I gave her more. I gave her more than that because she could have. She could have came back. When she come back in town, she could have had more. But you fucked up by doing that because now you doing it for the gram. And, you
Maybe
know,
she just liked the ball.
No, it's not what it is.
Why it gotta be that deep?
she
Why
wasn't
does it
taking
have to be
pictures
that
of
deep
balls.
though? But why does it really have to
Is
be
that
a
what you
problem?
wanted her to
So this
follow?
is where the problem comes because why couldn't you just communicate that? Why you could have just said I don't like people taking pictures in my house or something? Why did it have to be?
She would've left.
She probably really liked the ball.
Why you
though.
gotta
She probably was like,
communicate
"This
a
is
character
cool."
flaw?
First of all,
But what's the character
listen,
flaw? I saw something nice.
listen.
I liked it. I took a picture of
No,
it.
no,
That's
no.
not what I'm not saying I would do that. I'm
Alright,
just
let me
saying.
say this. I'll go say I rarely ever spend a night at a woman's house because I have a phobia about that.
Mhm.
When I was younger, twice I went to some girl house and dude knocking on the door and you gotta get out to this. No, I don't play that. So I rarely ever go. I want to be in control. So I don't do that shit.
Mhm.
But if I go to your house, I'm right where you left me.
Mhm.
I ain't getting up, looking around. I'm right where you left me. And
I'm
my
not gonna lie,
clothes
I'ma
are
look around.
right where I am.
Nice and folded.
And I don't listen. I don't even. I'm the type of dude. I say you go away. I don't hook up with nothing. I don't know you. If somebody got to know somebody that knows somebody that know you, and I got to know them, and I got to know who they are, and if they a shiesty dude, I ain't messing with. I'm paranoid.
That's what it
Were you
sounds
always
like.
paranoid, or did it
No,
come?
Listen, I ain't doing number 3. It took 2 times.
Got you.
Mhm. But that's what it sounds like. It sounds like paranoia. And now you're taking it out on other people
Yeah,
that
but
stick
no,
about
I'm not. Look what happens today. How many relationships you see out now? What happens? The woman's he this, he that.
Yep. Mhm.
Like
Mhm.
yo, shut up. Everybody shut up.
Oh, it's just
That's
the
a
women?
young yeah.
Men are doing it too.
Okay,
Men are
thanks.
doing it too.
Mhm.
Everybody is toe up right now. That's
Yeah,
true.
everyone wants. They need it. They got that little screen. It's like the movie theater.
Crack.
That's the gateway to hell.
And that's the thing. Like nobody wants to talk about when you're somebody who is respected with integrity and success, which is rare to have all three. You have way more to
They
lose.
want to lose.
So
Well, but see,
Then make
Rico,
better choices about who you bring
I
home.
agree with where you're going. However, I think that you do have to say to people, look, I don't like people in my business.
Right.
I don't want nobody knowing what the inside of my house look
That
like.
part.
Like it's just like people who let's say you're talking about it, you wrote a book and they're interviewing you in a home setting. You don't want those people in your house. You're gonna go to somebody else's house that's renting it out and to make it look like it's your house because you don't want people to know what your inside of your house look like. So I think you have to communicate like, yo, I'm not like that. I don't want my shit all over the place.
But let's just.
And I think that's
Well, we didn't, that time.
First
didn't-
of all,
that was too
he
much
took this
time.
girl from
Yeah.
the club.
We're not doing all that.
I'm not saying
Like-
I'm saying what Rico was saying.
Nah,
Like,
what-
you have to be upfront about that.
Nah,
Took the girl
no,
from the
you-
club
Mhm.
I don't-
Yeah, he said that
and
they
was
were
mad she took a picture of
familiar.
your basketball.
No, you said you guys were
The
familiar.
nerve.
We
before,
were familiar,
like-
we were familiar
Yeah.
with each other.
but y'all saw each other by
Don't be rolling your eyes at me. I saw you.
Club.
The nerve. You shouldn't have told us that story because I'm really
No,
thinking
because
about
he
it.
saw her by chance at the club, and he just brought her back. There's no like, listen, I don't like. He does
And then
not
sent her
over
away.
any kind of conversation. Like you hear and you know what you here for. Like
And she took her what she was here for. You gave her some money?
No.
Well, she needed that picture.
That's the point. She needed that
But-
picture.
But I did give it to her. She didn't say where it was, who she was with, none of that.
And you ain't gonna talk to her
6
ever
more
again.
months. 6 more months. It would happen.
The point is the coochie wasn't that good, so now you don't like her.
No,
Just
no,
say
no,
that
no.
part.
Nah.
It was alright, but it wasn't great. But it wasn't great.
It was good.
The snatch was pretty good, but it wasn't immaculate.
She had that snapper. So, like back in the day, they used to have like the video vixens. It was a big thing. You got people like, what's her name?
Jada,
did the-
Jada Fire?
No.
I knew you
the
were
one
gonna
you
try
did the
to-
thing
the
with.
chef thing with.
No, Melissa
Melissa Ford.
Ford.
All of them.
Buffy the Body, Superhead.
I know,
all of them.
Superhead. That's-
Anyway, long story short, like, do you feel like the video vixens of, that time period
that
are
was-
equivalent
There
to
is no video vixens.
No, I know that's what I'm
Right.
saying. Do you think that they're equivalent to like the IG girls these days?
Well, yes, only one small equivalency. Back then, there was a lot of opportunities to be a quote unquote, because everybody called themselves some type of a model. And that name, the stigma of the supermodel part, and not supermodel, of video vixen, they didn't like that. Because a lot of those women back then, to me, and all praise to them, that was a business to them. That was their livelihood. That's what they did. And they did it for business. They didn't do it because they were trying to sleep with a dude. They didn't do none of that.
so they were
didn't
more
do it to-
respected.
They were more right. They were more respected. It's just that even though they were more respected, you still had the quote unquote
Yeah.
people who couldn't even get to them were the ones that were calling it what
Thank you.
it was. Because a lot of those girls didn't. Now later on, when the money started drying out, they had to figure it out. So those are the ones that really brought the whole business down. Now, for instance, I say it like this. I shouldn't even say that.
Say it, say it, say it, say,
So I dated
say
one of the
it.
biggest ones.
hmm
I dated Angelo Love
Oh, okay.
for like 3 years.
Okay.
Um, and to be honest, I liked her a lot. But again, she may have liked me, but I was older, and it didn't work out in the end. So she wound up actually having a baby, and I think she might have married the guy she's with now, which is probably a way more better fit than I would have been, because I was more of like the Russell Simmons, I'm moving and shaking. She wanted to be in rap and all that stuff like that. But I gave it to her. Like I said, she looked at everything as business or whatever. And like I said, you always get a bad rap. And then, for instance, if I date you, right, it's like, and it doesn't work out, and then you're in that world. So you're going to, somebody else of stature is going to date you too. Then after a while, you get even more of a bad rap because you feel like you're getting around.
Like an industry
but you're not
person.
getting around.
Yeah.
You just
The
Dating
people
this-
that you're dating
you're
are
dating
known.
your circle.
That's
you
around
ain't coming
you.
to her.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? She was the biggest, baddest thing ever.
Mhm.
So, I hate that she and all these girls, those women get that bad rap because it wasn't like that. Now, some of them, yes. Some of them is gonna do what they gotta do because there was some times where some of them get offered to go to them islands, do this photo shoot, this
Mhm.
magical photo shoot.
Well, that's when they go looking
Right.
for it.
It's magical photo shoot.
But today's girl is different too because you get a couple of 100,000 followers and all of a sudden you're flying around the world. But I ain't never seen a dude with you.
But But it's half and half. But it's half and half. But it's half and half because some of the girls are making millions from OnlyFans. I know that's a bad example, but that's one example. And then a lot of people are getting like brand deals from like you got Fashion Novas, you got makeup deals, you got a lot of people that started off being like doing their little sexy shit because it was a startup kit.
Once your Instagram
It's a startup
looks
kit.
fit and you got a lot of followers,
If
you
you
can
are-
get brand deals from
right.
anybody.
And if you're
Fashion Nova
productive
just be
enough, like if
handing
you
them
can wake
out.
up and be committed to the internet, you can actually make money. But the thing is, all women are now trying to be a part of that. So
And there's
it
only
just
this much space for
right.
it.
And so everybody is not making the money, but everybody wants to do it.
But
Go
let me
ahead.
ask you something there, and I'm glad you said that, and not that it's my show, because y'all
Mm.
show, but I want to ask you a question. So then you get all that, and you have that. So that you made $1 million, whatever. You want to get with a guy that made, $3 billion, and then you want him to shower you and do all that. But see, a guy like us, we want you to come to the table and be like, yo, hey, listen, we're gonna put this together, we're gonna this, and then don't flip, out. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I remember, I tell you a true story. I remember back to Angel for a second, real quick, because I wanted to say, I should have said this. I wasn't going to say it, but I should say this real quick. I remember one time we went to a party. She was hanging with Kilo Kim or whatever. I was kind of hanging around with all my guys. We was back and forth running around, right? She became separate. So we left together, went home, went to sleep. She was leaving the next day. We wake up. It was, I want to say Lipstick Alley or whatever the
Mm-hmm.
blog things was back then. It said she went home with Puffy. I'm like, do I look like Puffy?
Right.
A little bit. I'm joking.
And we sitting there, her phone's blowing up, my
Mhm.
phone blowing up. Yo, I told you she's a this.
Mhm.
I told you, you should be.
Mhm.
I'm like, did you get up in the middle of the night? After a while, I'm starting to think she got up in the middle of the night.
Right.
Oh, because she was with you.
Crazy.
So that's why this social media and all we talking about
scary.
right now is scary because it starts to your confidence. It starts to turn, make you
Mhm.
start thinking, yo. That's why I try to stay off of that. At least whoever I'm dealing with. Like,
So-
I'll be in a club and I'll take pictures of a girl. I'll post this, whatever. But you're not gonna know who I'm.
So did you
what I'm
and that
down for.
did you and the girl that you were with for 3 years, did y'all ever do any business together? So because it sounds like you're saying women don't be wanting to do business or
Right.
they don't have nothing to bring to the table.
That's true. They don't want to do that now.
Have you ever invested in a woman to do business?
Yes, of course. Every
Was it
woman I ever
successful?
had, I
Because-
always
because-
do.
My mentality when I was younger and I dated someone who was of a certain level, that is like, okay, if I'm gonna be dealing with somebody who has this much success or knowledge, my goal is to be like, all right, we're in a
that was
good
it.
relationship.
That was it.
My
Key word, you
goal.
said my goal.
My
It's
goal.
not my goal.
It's
You
my
said that.
goal.
You said that.
Yeah, I said my goal. You're right.
It's my
You're right.
goal.
My goal is for us to be able to be business partners, basically, because I don't have the knowledge. You have the knowledge. So why can we not be a partnership?
Well, you would
Because
be a
that's
worker, not
always-
a partner.
No, but that's not true. Because if I have a business opportunity that can get us both money and we're in a relationship together, why is it that? Because I've had that experience before where it's like, okay, you say that you want me to be a successful woman, but you're not. If you have the knowledge and the resources, why do you just not want to
Well, half
help
the
point me
time-
in the right direction?
Half the time,
Why
the
wouldn't you
woman's
want to
not
point your
gonna
woman in
listen
the
to
right
this.
direction?
This is crazy.
But why wouldn't you want to point your woman in the right direction if y'all are dating?
Let's ask Jay.
Listen, I've always done that. Like,
Okay.
you wouldn't go back to her, the old girl. I helped her with everything I could when she wanted to be a rapper.
Mm-hmm.
Anything I could do. You know what I'm saying?
Was
What I
she
could do.
also
my,
helping
my
herself?
girlfriend before that was a woman named Marvette Brito, one of the biggest publicists, had everybody still to this day. Powerful. And what I'm say, when she walk in a room, everybody shut the fuck up. Everybody's like on tension. Everybody's on level because she commanded like a dude. So I've always been into powerful women. If you not popping powerful, I ain't talking about just because you got a body and whatever. You got to be powerful in mind, powerful in spirit. Because
Right.
if something happened where my stuff falls, I need you to better pick up. But what
Mhm.
happens today
Right.
is with the women today is if something falls and I make a bad move, then you gone.
No, but if you have the
That
right
next dude-
partner, that's
And
not how
right,
it
but then
goes.
That's hard. Right. If If was a split, we all be high.
No, but the thing is, take accountability for the fact that you just said you went to the club and you bringing back the bozo, and the bozo taking a picture with your ball, and then you're mad about the fact that you're not meeting the girl that's able to
No.
step up and do what
No,
the fuck she
listen.
got to do as a woman. So you're blaming it on the
Again.
choices of people you're picking. Pick the
Again,
bitch that got the
no,
little
no,
butt
No, you made it.
and the education.
Jada, wait, hold on. Let me.
No,
I'm about to-
So what was wrong with the publisher?
Let me defend myself. What I said was,
Who
in that
understood
case
that?
of going home, was just a random. That wasn't something that I was going. I'm thinking, yo, we gonna maybe have a future with her. No,
Okay,
I
the
have a
publisher,
future
what
with her.
happened?
The rapper and the publisher.
No, the
What happened to
rapper-
rap
That's
publisher?
different.
Huh? Things just happen. Like sometimes it just
Let him
doesn't
finish.
work. That's life. I ain't mad at that.
Right.
Jay, let me ask you a question, right? Because I was never in that position, right? I don't think I will try to be in that position. Out of every girl that you've dated and tried to help out with whatever business endeavors that they wanted and had, how many of them succeeded in that business? Or like, what's the ratio or percentage, I should say?
All of them except one.
Now what?
I'm sure that ain't what you wanted.
Now
to
what?
I thought
It ain't what he wanted to hear, and that's the problem.
I thought like
All of them except one.
the rapper one was the only one that didn't make it.
No, the rapper made it.
Oh, she did? Oh, all right. All right.
Hmm.
She made it because of you?
It don't. That's the.
No, because sometimes it's not
I smell- I was
necessarily.
just curious-
Sometimes it's more of your influence and your drive. Because sometimes it's not about money, and I think that people today, just treat everything about money. What's the bag? What's the bag? You gotta get the bag. It's not like,
We're annoying.
for instance, I have other companies that I may own a smaller percentage of it. I may not own the majority of it. Why? Because I had to do strategic relationships to get the thing moving. You know what I'm saying? So it's not about the bag. The bag's it's gonna come. It's about the relationship.
You put the battery in the back.
So do you think that the women that were successful with you, with your, you guys being together, the women that you helped and were successful, you don't think that you guys could have done it, like continue to work together, or like, do you feel like whatever you gave them is what made them successful? And because I don't like the feeling of like women never have anything to bring to the table, like it's like women do have things to bring to the table. And I remember that I've dated people that I know had like knowledge and things, not even just knowledge, but that I'm a good woman, and that I'm a person that's there for you and has your back, and you tell me you believe in me, but at the same time, you're doing you, and I'm just wasting my time because I'm not able to. No, I'm
Yo,
just
this-
saying I'm wasting my time because I have things that I can be doing, and you have ways that you can be helpful in the situation, but you choose not to be.
Notepads. I can write these things down before.
There's two of them, right?
If you can be-
There's two of them.
But if you can be helped, but what's the problem? No, I need to know what's the problem with that. If you know that you can now put and be a team and go hard together, then why are you not doing it? That's weird.
There's Jada. I don't know if I want to clarify or like tell you that like what you said was sort of like, all right, I got the tools, I got this going on,
Mhm.
but I can't make no moves without you, which isn't really bringing anything
I don't think
to
that's what
the.
she said.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying
She kind of
I have certain things that I like, because with me, I'm going to get to it regardless. But if you already know, if I can skip some steps with you, and I'm the person that's sleeping with you, and I'm the person that's in your space all the time, and you care for me and I care for you, why can't we work together?
Can I give y'all an example? I'll give you a perfect example.
I don't understand.
Let's just say that y'all know what my husband does, right?
Mhm.
Let's say
You got to
He's
tell the
in-
people every chance you get.
I'm telling them. I don't want, them weirdos is on there like trying to tag my husband and stuff,
Mhm.
and I have to air him out, so I don't want nobody doing that. But
Right.
anyway, like my husband is in franchising, and so let's just say I got a lash line and I do lashes or whatever, right? And I was like, yo, I want to open up a business. I got my money saved up to open this lash boutique or whatever, and he's a franchise executive, has X amount of years of franchise experience. Like for him not to be like, yeah, sure, I'll help you out. Let's just franchise it. Don't open up just one little store. Let's make it a franchise. Hell, you can franchise an idea. You don't even have to have a brick and mortar or anything. It could literally be an idea. You get your FDD and you can franchise an idea with no proven concept is crazy. But for somebody to be with me and I got my money, I'm smart enough to do it, I can make the moves, I got what I need to do. But for you to not be like, hey, let me show you how to franchise this. Let me show you how to make this bigger than your one shop.
And
Let
that
me show you
happens so much with men and women in relationships. I swear on everything. That happens way too often. You have a lot of women who are good women who are in relationships with men. And it's not that you want to use the man. It's not like you want to take from the man. But if you have something that we can work on together and build something that we have a foundation together, why not invest that in me? We're investing time already. Why not build me up as a woman and make me be your partner? Because no matter what, I'm going to have your back. And they say when you find a woman, a wife, you find a good thing.
Okay, hold on.
So
Can I be devil's advocate real quick, and it's a fine line. Jada, I think like you don't see the other side of the thing, right? With what Aaron is saying, what you're saying, for people like you and Aaron who are about that life and willing to do the work and really grind, there's about 10,000 who are just like, I have an idea. Yeah,
1 million.
right,
And
but at least
One
he's had some
million.
successful
I know, so I
And I
ones.
just
you
need $1 million.
Can you
to open
imagine
this
like a
lemonade
guy
stand.
who
What?
Right.
To make no sense.
No, I get that. I get that. But at least he has some success stories with the women who were able
I
to
know, but what
He said
happened?
something
all.
happen.
Oh,
Exactly.
Almost all.
Except for
Almost all.
one. And
And I'll tell you the
and
story
if every
about the one.
man is able to at least work with the women that they're with, because that is what you're supposed to do in a partnership, he's had some success. Why can't it be like that?
I think that, and I'm not going to speak for him, but I think that most men that decide to invest in their woman sees what their woman is doing and capable of already. And I already know she's capable of achieving this. It's the same thing as somebody investing into a business. It's not just an idea. I think too many times
gotta have a
we
business.
think that people,
Yeah.
are gonna invest in the idea. Nah, the idea has been around 1,000 times. How have you found a way to implement your idea, and are you already working on it? If I see that you're going to make this work with or without me, I'm gonna make sure you make it work with me. You know what I'm saying? So if I see that you are just throwing this up in the air and you just waiting for a handout, you just lollygagging through life, why am I going to be the one to actually invest into it because your heart ain't in it?
I get that.
Actually,
Because that is
I
what
agree with
that
that.
is
agree-
what
I
that
agree.
sounded
I
like.
agree.
I'm not
I
gonna
agree.
lie. That's what that sounded like. And I was also thinking that he has to make sure that this girl is worth it, because I think one of you also said something like, if I'm the one you're sleeping with, and it's just like, that's where you got it fucked up. Just because I'm sleeping with you doesn't mean that you have earned or deserved
Entitled. I wasn't saying that at all.
the money that
That was just one of the, we weren't saying that. No, I wasn't, I said that, but I wasn't
Please,
saying
Jada.
that was not the biggest part. Like if I'm giving you coochie, you got to, and when I said investing, I wasn't talking about just monetary. If you're a person that's in the industry, if you're a person that has connections, if you're a person that networks and is outside making relationships, then you should be able to put me on game, and it doesn't have to be monetary. Put me in position, because if you put me in that position, just like Beyonce said, I'm going to close the deal. We talked about this a couple weeks ago. It just goes back to me saying dating someone who either matches your hustle and matches your grind and isn't going to hold you back. It's literally the same thing I'm saying. I just don't want to be with somebody that I know I can either progress, or we just got to, I don't want to deal with someone who is like, if you have the connections and you're not trying to work with me and be a partner, then where are we going to go in the future? So it's kind of like that. I just want to be with someone who's like-minded in that kind of way.
Well, let me say something real quick. So I think that it boils down to need and want. If I'm talking to you and you talking about all this need. Where's the want of me?
Wait. Say it one
I
more
think
time.
that's different, though. That's
No,
different.
Y'all know, y'all know what I say all the
We're
time.
intertwining the
I'ma
wrong
tell you,
thing.
A guy that's well to do is gonna have a certain sensibility that's really torn and messed up and twisted. So you almost got to be a psychologist, the woman, and if no matter what you do, like that's why I try to only deal with women. My last girl was not really my girl, was my girl, but wasn't really my girl. Whatever, however relationship we had, shit, she's 20 million liquid, and like she could do what the hell she wanted to do when she wanted to do it, but it didn't necessarily work because she had all this money. So then there was no
Need for you.
need, there was no want, there was no nothing. It was just you were just there. So as a man, I'm fighting for whatever. So it's all about how you with your man. Do you have to have a balance between need and want. But when you come with straight need, because I'm sleeping with you, I need, and if we're doing this, I need, versus well, what do you want to do? Well, what are you doing, babe? How can I help you? How can I get involved with you doing? And then as you start dealing with him, you start doing co-mingling your lives and what y'all doing. And then you go, well, you know what? I know that's what you do. Yo, I just saw this crazy idea. I just heard this crazy idea to do whatever. Really? Wow. Oh, plug me in. And all of a sudden you brought it in and now y'all together. But you got to either work with him or he got to work. Y'all got to work together. I remember sitting down with the last girl, right? I sat there and
20 mil. Girl.
20 mil girl, and she made 20 mil for real estate. So, and a lot of people died in the family, left money, whatever. So I'm sitting there explaining business, and I had to literally take out little pieces of paper and go, okay, well, and she's just thinking, oh, why could you do this? Never had a job in her life. So,
Facts.
and now, so one day she calls me and is like, oh, well, I got an idea to do something. Give me the mayor's number. Give you the mayor's number? Can't do that.
Yep.
Now she mad at me. Burnt. What are you talking about? Why you just can't give it to me? And I'm like, yo, that's just not how business works. I can't just hand it off. So again, there's a fear sometimes with the woman, even though you want to help her. You don't want to lose your money.
That's a teachable moment though, because if she, yes, she has 20 mil, but she clearly doesn't understand how relationships work. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So I'm gonna be honest, that's a lesson you could have taught her while also being like, yeah, I want to help you, but you're not ready for the mayor's number.
Thank you.
Yeah,
That's a leader.
But
No,
that's
but then you could do that to your purple, and she's still.
yeah, and you
I don't
wrong.
know.
You still
You're
wrong.
still wrong.
Because I'm not ready. That's where it becomes.
You're
I'm
wrong,
not
now she's
ready.
holding
You
out.
doing me. You don't believe in me. It turns from one extreme
but
to a next.
No, that's not what I'm saying. What literally based on the facts that you just said, hey, 20 mil lady, the problem is you just said, yo, give me the mayor's number. You don't know my relationship with him. You don't know how many years my family has spent, like, between us, like having this relationship. I'm not just going to hand you a number. And I think this is something that you should learn as you're trying to make moves in business. So that's why I was saying it's a lesson she needs to learn. And once she learns the lesson, then maybe she can be introduced to the mayor.
And that's why
then maybe she
mindset.
can have an email introduction or or we're out at an event. Hey, let me introduce you to so and so.
And that's a different conversation, right?
And the mindset is important too. I'm sorry to cut you off.
Go, please.
But for example, I'm sorry. Don't be laughing at me, Rico. I'm
your
sorry.
show. I can't-
No, because you're a guest. But I'm just saying it's different mindsets. So that's a woman who
don't know.
That doesn't know. So for example, like you were saying, if I'm in a relationship with a man who's doing something specific, say he cuts wood really good. Hey babe, let's start bundling this up and start selling it because we have all of it. Like you have something that you're good at. Let's do it. I'm not saying just for myself, but let's work together. And there's too many people that don't want to work together. They're selfish in a relationship and it needs to be more like togetherness. That's all I'm really saying. It doesn't have to be just you investing in me that way.
I don't want to take this topic and go all the way too far left. But I think there has to be a sense of understanding that nobody in business or life wants to lose their investment.
Absolutely.
So if I
still down 1,000 cents, regardless what it is. You're right. Sorry.
So if I'm gonna invest into this girl, I still have to invest with this woman, knowing that there's a possibility I can lose my investment, right? So that means that, honestly speaking, he don't feel that secure in your stay. If I know you staying and if I know I can protect my investment, if I have a lot of control over my investment, and I hate to say that, just in that light, I'm more inclined to put more into it. So there's a whole other psyche of the man that you have to understand that is not investing into you or your dream or your craft. If we're going to say that it's not your work ethic and your results that you've been able to provide over the time that he's known you, he might not feel secure enough with your stay.
How does he so to build on to that, like how does he get to that point?
Well, it's either two. A, she comes in with that.
Mm-hmm.
If she comes in the door and she has 5 I don't know, hair salons, all right. Or in her instance, if you came in and you do real estate and I got some extra money, what she should have said is, yo, listen, I caught a great deal. Let's go in on it.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't do that. You just wanted me to just, you know what I mean?
What's the Eric
I
number?
mean,
Right.
right.
And that's just not how it works. You know what I'm saying? Like, we never connected to be able to connect. So it just didn't work out.
Which makes sense. So what I'm taking from that is it was always an I, but expecting a team player.
Right.
So it's like you want me to help you, but there's no
Right.
reciprocation.
Like, you can't just say, and a lot of times back in our days, I go back and it was like they used to call it what's the word I'm looking for? No. That's that too, but not that. When you pillow talk,
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
you know, I think there's some show called that shit, whatever.
Oh,
Long
yeah,
story short,
podcast.
right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's pillow talk, and you sitting there, and what that the woman, your girl, whoever's laying in your bed, she would sit there and you talk, and then all of a sudden, then that girl would go talk to somebody else,
Mhm.
and then all of a sudden, your shit be out, and he's like, "What the fuck happened?"
Mm-hmm.
You know, so men just stop that shit totally. You don't sit there, and I think that just stopped how relationships flow, because everything's renaissance. It just goes from
Yeah.
round and round and round and round. What you doing today, I've did before that. My people did before that. People did before that. It just changes, slightly. You know what I'm saying? So now it's not like say pillow talk. It's putting it on Facebook, writing it all
Yeah.
out. What happened? I'm
Right.
like, now it's really bad.
It's pillow tweet.
Right. Right.
Right. So but again, it also it depends on the man you're dealing with based off what he was saying. If you go up to a man and I don't know, let's say you're 30 and he's 50, 55, 54, because that he's at that age you established, you know what I mean? Not really at 20, unless you're a rapper,
Mhm.
of course, or athlete, then you're gonna have some money like that. But it's really hard to have a business and you got shit popping like that at 20, 22, 23, 24. Like that's almost impossible. And if you find it's rare. But you happen to meet someone that's older, he's gonna have a different set of values, different set of thinking.
Mhm.
So you're coming as a pretty, sexy, and he's like, because he ain't had that in years, because he dealing with the aunties. You know what I'm saying? No disrespect. He's dealing with the aunties,
Yeah.
and now he sees some, young. He's like, all right, and then you're like, babe, if I just help me with some business, right? That's side chicks.
But you've done it
That's
successfully.
right, Uncle.
You literally
That's what you
successfully
do.
did
Right.
it. Like that's the point that you
Right, but then we
successfully
have
did
to-
it.
Right, but we have to have the confidence in that because again, I'll do that, and then as soon as you get on, you went off to the next dude.
No, it's not that they
Or
went
you
on.
went
Maybe,
backwards to the dude that you went to high school with.
but also why you married?
No, married, no kids,
All right, guys, that was
Wait, no kids either?
no kids,
Did you want to have kids?
no kids out of wedlock.
So what is? It's
Respect
giving
it.
you the problem,
Very
Jay.
Very principled.
So you didn't you've been in these pretty successful relationships. You've helped plenty of women. I mean, a good amount of women. You've met. Does it being in the industry does that affect you being able to find a good woman or a woman that you felt like you wanted to marry, or you just never cared to marry, or what was it?
I used to call it fishing in dirty water.
Oh my
You
goodness!
can get shrimp.
Not that face,
I'm
Rico.
allergic to
Rico.
shrimp.
And
I'm allergic to
lobster.
Not
shrimp.
that face,
I'm allergic to
Rico.
shrimp.
You can get shrimp, crawfish.
I
I'm allergic to
cannot
that.
do this.
Lobster.
I really cannot do this, y'all. This is hilarious. Fishing in dirty water. Like, this is
I mean, you know they say
crazy.
it's piss in the dating pool.
And what's
Is that what the industry
What's that
is?
fish that's dirty that tastes good?
Tilapia?
no,
Uh-huh.
catfish.
Somebody
Catfish
just
is
died off of
dirty?
that.
Damn.
Yeah, right. Cat's supposed to be dirty
Catfish.
than tilapia.
Oh, baby, I love me a fried piece of catfish, though.
So what's the dirty pond? The industry or
I mean, again, it's all tainted. Like, one either got the girls like, oh, what the hell?
mm-hmm.
This a Tiffany basketball.
Right.
You got that, or you have the one that, like, you almost
Entitled?
want someone, entitled one,
Mhm.
or she's because she's pretty and she's whatever, and you're supposed to, and let's go to this restaurant. Spell the restaurant.
But this is my thing. There's so many other categories of women. Why do you guys keep going in those? Because those are the same
You dirty
too.
water. If
Get
I-
out that pond.
okay,
Go to the
listen,
sea.
If I'm in Jersey, I'm dealing with Jersey in.
No, no.
I'm saying.
Is that what they're called?
Jerseyans, yeah.
Oh,
I
really?
guess I
Yeah.
if I just made that up, I'm not sure.
It's
This
actually
isn't
pretty accurate.
true. Can
No, okay,
I know
so
you
wait.
OG.
Right. So it's where you go, who you around. Like that's what happens. It's you're a product of your environment and who you deal with. You're only gonna have what you have in front of you. So you have to you choose from them, or if now you have the DMs and all that stuff. I'm like, yo, half the time I look at a picture, I'm like, who is this? Like you cause with all the filters and stuff, you see him in real life, you're like,
I think that maybe all the waters are dirty, and it's
It's
realistically
true.
like
We're all human.
it's
You
like,
gotta wash it off.
but it's like
Soak it in salt.
the worst.
Water ever really that?
Yeah.
lime.
Hold up, but the worst.
acid.
Acid's crazy.
Right.
But the worst part is like when you're somebody who has experienced a certain level of success, you know what the other pond looks like. And so like a lot of times I think we'll go ahead and settle with the dirty waters that we're in because we don't know what the other side is like, and we obviously feel like we're incapable of the other side. So we settle, right? But now if you're somebody who can bounce from pool to pool and you know that it's all filthy, you might not just want to be dirty. You might just play around with this pool, you play around with that pool, but you're never going to commit to either one of them because you know the truths of both of them. It's like, would you rather have a hungry stray that you can never trust, or would you rather have a boring bird?
Boring
Pick your
bird.
poison.
Boring bird.
A boring bird, right?
Why does that? I can't say
A
that.
don't even
boring
know.
bird.
Boring bird.
They do no tricks. They just sit in the cage and you walk past them every
My
day.
answer is neither. I'll just be about say. I don't listen. I don't need that. I don't need neither. I'm gonna cook them.
I tell you,
They both gonna taste delicious.
Right. I think honestly, you've been having a good ass time. You've been living your life.
Diagnosis.
I'm just saying, I just feel like he was just having a good time, and there is a pond. There's a pond, there's a lake, there's something, and I just think
it's like a mermaid. Have you seen one?
You know what? I'm gonna define it a little more and make it a realistic situation.
mhm.
Say tonight I'm going to hang out with my guy, his wife's birthday, somewhere in Jersey. I don't know. Right? He may have some women there,
Mhm.
right? And he might introduce me to somebody. I mean, okay, fine, whatever, right? Say he doesn't have any. Say there's nobody there, right? I don't like, right? I don't like anybody there. I'm just sitting there. We'll have a good time. So tomorrow I'll wake up. It's Friday, and I'll go out. I'll go to my lounge. I'll have a cigar, relax, chill, and then I'll say, you know what? I'll go to jazz bar, or I'll go to a club, or I'll go to a lounge, or I'll go to a restaurant. Now, in between those four places, it's draw of my luck that I'll see someone to meet. Cause I'm not one to be, yo, how you doing? What's your name? What's your zodiac sign? Like I ain't doing all that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just not doing all that. I have a certain thing about me. You know what I mean? So I meet people by interaction or by I was introduced, and that's it. Maybe because I'm an older elder statesman. But me walking in a spot,
No,
I
me
see
too.
a
I'm
bunch
like
of
that.
women at the table. Now, if I see a bunch of women at the table, the average dude that's out there really, he going out there and he gonna pay for all the girls at the table to try to get one. I'm not gonna
Mhm.
do that.
No.
Now, so I'm not,
How they be?
it's the circumstances that you're in. And again, there aren't any places that, again, I'm older. So what I like or what I'm gonna like, classy, this, I'm not gonna see it often, per se. I'm not gonna see what I wanted, what I used to like 20 years ago. Because it doesn't exist anymore.
Damn.
So probably really, if I'm thinking about myself, and this is some, therapy shit, maybe today, everything happens for a reason. I either gotta go with the times, or I just gotta sit back and wait till that 10 years happen again, and then I like what I like. Because every 10 years it changes.
But have you
Is it gonna change for the
ever
better?
I don't know, but shit, by the time it's 10 years, shit, I'll be 60 something, and I'll be doing, what they call them things? Golden guy?
Golden years. You gonna say
Have
golden
you ever
girls?
had a time where you were like, you know what? I'm ready to get married. I'm ready to settle down. Because and the reason I asked that is because I feel like I've heard a lot of men say that they've had that, and then that's when they start being real serious and intentional.
No, again, there was a few women I did like, and I felt myself wanting to like settle, but then I'm always go back to in my head like if I settle with someone, she has to be so understanding, so cool, so this, so that, and it's hard. I'm thinking maybe my expectations are too high. Just like any average, like a woman, like a man, everybody's expectations is whatever. Some people like I go for it, but back to the story about people with money and then the woman, right? If the man has money, the woman's expectation becomes lower for that man
In
because
what regard?
in
What they
regard
allow them to do and
they
stuff, and
allow
what
you
they
to right.
let them do, whatever they want. And I kind of hear that too. I don't know.
I think it depends on where her value system is because
That's
if
what people.
no,
It's the
no,
truth.
Get
We
Jada
always
outta
talk
here, yo.
about.
Jada's
we,
crazy.
we always talk about women letting their rich men cheat on them. I understand that. I've seen it. I said
well,
that.
he said it himself. He said that's
So
what
why
they
you
pay
laughing
for.
at me today?
You literally have said it. That's what we pay for.
That was an
But-
exchange.
So this,
Ain't a good
and I
exchange.
guess I would want to know like what's their value system, because if money is that important to them, then they're going to expect money. But if like your time, your honesty, and your like straightforwardness is what's important to them, that money ain't gonna matter.
No.
No what? I can tell you from personal experience.
Right, and that's how I
That's a
feel
one-off.
too.
A two off. Because if you're saying that all they want is their expectations are lower, and I assume you're saying that from experience, like you have to kind of consider what you're going after. Have you not done your due diligence?
Mhm.
Not necessarily.
what
It's
I
not
was
about. It's
saying.
not again a conversation. I meet you somewhere and we sitting there having a great conversation. What due diligence? Like I just met you, we having due diligence, and now we start dating a little bit here and there, whatever, and then more conversations.
That's how you do the due diligence.
Understood. But again, a lot of stuff is hidden.
Yeah, baggage,
What is
right?
your- yeah,
Like everybody has
it's hidden.
baggage.
People talk too much. And if you're not listening with your ears, that's how you miss out on all the cues
Mhm.
of what these people are telling you. Like I remember a lot of people was trying to hit me in the comments like, oh, you gonna be mad because somebody don't know how to use a fork and a knife. No, that's not what the thing is. If I look at you and observe you can't use a fork and a knife, that's gonna tell me a lot about you as a person and maybe your experiences.
Oh,
And then we can talk about that. And you gonna talk too much, and I'ma already know what the deal is.
let me tell you a quick story. It's the funniest story in the world. I was at a meeting. I want to say Indiana, wherever it was. So this guy was talking. We were talking. I was like, "Yo, how's the people? How's the women?" And they said, "Man, I went on a date with this girl." This is the story he told me. He said, I went on a date with this girl. So they was in the restaurant, and she's a little hoodish, so she's already antsy and talking a little reckless, and the waiter and oh wow, I hear and all that stuff. Long story short, so the waiter come over and she orders soup. She orders some stuff. So she's going back and forth. He's like, damn, why did I fucking have to go on a date with this girl? Again, class system,
Mhm.
right? Class. Some people have higher class, some people have
Mhm.
lower class. It is what it is. I'm sorry, it is what it is.
Right.
So, long story short, they come over with the little silver bin and a napkin and a hot towel.
Her hands.
So he's talking to the waitress because she said like, you get my order wrong, whatever. Don't get my order wrong, all that type of stuff. So while he's talking, he hears
She was not sipping that soup like that.
She was stirring it like this.
He
Getting all
probably
the
gave her a
water.
soup spoon and
It's
everything.
water. And she
What?
said, "Yo, why is my soup cold?"
Over the towel.
Yes.
Oh my god.
True story.
Wow.
I can't even believe this.
One for the ages.
I hope she grows.
I'm saying
Why
again,
was she even invited out?
again,
Because people hide it.
But I'm not gonna say
No, you
nothing
can't
else.
hide that.
I ain't gonna say nothing else.
You was taking a chance.
No, that was his homie.
Oh, your homie's taking a chance.
Huh?
He was taking a chance.
He was-
He
yo,
was
he
taking
was-
a chance.
Still gonna hit it.
Let me
No,
try
let me
something I don't
try.
usually do.
And after that, still gonna smash it down.
So, overall, like, would you consider the idea that maybe you are not willing to be
Domesticated.
that's not the right word. That you don't want to engage in the type of lifestyle that requires you to be responsible day in and day out to someone else, that requires you to possibly report to somebody about your whereabouts, require you to maybe make it home for dinner at a reasonable time a few nights a week. They just don't, you've been in this industry, in this lifestyle for so long.
Y2G.
Absolutely. Probably, absolutely, positively, probably. There's a probability of that.
Thank you.
Is it a high
We're getting
probability?
far.
I mean, you did say
as you
absolute
think about it, as you think about it, there's some type of problem. I don't like. I probably don't like if I want to go, if I need to go do something, or I'm on a regimen. I don't want that regimen. I gotta stop to give you a call. Like if I'm working, I stop to give you a call, or stop for you to call me because you called me, and then you fucking want to argue. Excuse my French. And now you done fuck my whole day up. Now I gotta get back on the phone, or back on the Zoom, or back whatever, back in the office, and now my whole day's all messed up because you just wanted to hear him, and then because you wanted to, because how you feel. No, so I need someone that respects my time, respects what I do, and how I do it, or understands how I do it. Because again, if I post someone, a woman, or I post I'm holding hands, or not holding hands. Hey, it's my girl. That's marketing. You got to understand that. And you watch you. No, you didn't. Not see now you done fucked up. Or
Yeah, tap the window. You know you done fucked up, right?
But I did see a clip.
Yeah.
But I did see a clip from our show from, what's his name?
Was it
Eso?
Major?
Big light skin, big Spanish.
Guapo.
Guapo.
Guapo ain't Spanish.
Guapo.
He said big-
Oh, I know.
big Spanish.
Guapo
black
said
man.
he was in a relationship for 8 years and he was posting everybody but his girl. Remember that?
Mhm.
That hurt to heart.
you have to understand. I don't want anyone knowing. Not because not in the same.
You don't want
sense.
nobody
You're
knowing.
not hearing me. And
You can't do that,
there's
Rico.
no
We all know.
understanding to that. Like you tell that to a woman, she doesn't understand it. So
Mhm.
again, you have to deal with people that understand.
Mhm.
Either they have to be, and then either they have to be in the industry, but then now if you out there and you on the front on the gram, everybody knows everything, and then when everything's gone, it's they broke up, and then that's more
Mhm.
news. I'm not into that shit.
Mhm.
So you don't know who I'm really dealing with, and nor should I put it out there and do all that because again, now I don't want everybody hitting you going crazy. Because a lot of today, if it's a younger woman, she's gonna, now she's, I'm the gram, I'm the gram, and I'm doing now because I'm hot, and now I'm doing parties and hosting gigs, and she's going to the next.
That's what it is.
Honestly, I feel like you ain't got to post me and I ain't got to post you.
Right.
So
But I'm not doing
No,
it.
I'm not doing
not
it
asking her.
either.
for either.
We cool with that.
I agree. We like
I'm
fuck
saying
it.
it like the same. For me, I would have the same reason of not posting that you would. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like if you find somebody that's on the same wavelength, it shouldn't be a problem.
Right.
So does that have anything to do with you picking the wrong people?
Well, it's not about picking
Don't
because
understand that.
that goes back to the point I was trying to make. When I'm in whatever surroundings I'm in, that's who's there.
But you're still picking them.
No, sometimes I'm not picking it. Sometimes I'm picked.
Yeah, but you're still actively picking them because you be like, scoot.
Okay, I'm gonna tell. All right, you talk to how? I'm like, excuse me, I'm sorry, you're not my type. Beat it. What are you talking about? I'm not gonna say that to no woman.
You say no, thank
No.
you.
We talk about
You be on
situations.
Shade Room even
You are in
faster.
denial, Jay. I'm not playing with you today. No, we gonna have a breakthrough because you got the in denial ass face. We gotta have a breakthrough. I'm not about to even play with you. You ain't gotta put your dick in a bitch that you ain't like.
Thank you.
You ain't gotta have sex with them all because even if somebody come right now and
With 'em
spread their
all.
legs over, you gonna be like, you ain't my type, but let me see what it look like.
No, I'm not doing that. I'm not gonna do that.
I'm not
Thank
putting
you.
you. Yeah, take a sip, baby. Take a sip, Jay.
No.
Jay, you gotta take some accountability on this. Like,
Just some, but
I'm
we're
feeling
not
some of
taking
the
it
stuff
all.
You say I get it
no,
because
I mean, no, I understand.
he's a man of a certain stature, so I 100% get it. And I'm not gonna talk about
I got
being
a
a woman that's
question
in
for
a
you, Jay.
stature.
Because the pretty ones and the old ones you may like, she's not gonna say nothing. And again, I told you I'm kind of aloof a little bit because I'm like, I'm who I am, and I'm not gonna, yo, hey, how you doing? Because now I didn't give up my power, so it has to be a mutual. Yo, you see me, I see you, and you be like, oh, yo, ooh, you can get it, you can get it, you can get it, and then there could be that attraction.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not gonna say it again. I'm not walking up to you and I'm not trying to holler.
Do you think women are not being like submissive enough, or not being, what is it? Submissive, successful,
No, they're not,
what?
to me, they're not successful enough for me.
Oh,
I like
well,
a
shit,
I
I
like
ain't.
a powerful. I like a powerful.
But I told him,
I like
I
a
said that
powerful-
before.
I like
Let's get
a
it.
powerful chick.
I told,
Like,
didn't I
don't
say
have-
that to you?
I'm not one
You
of them
gotta
dudes
come
that got
correct.
the fear of if she's doing more than me or she got more than me. I'm whatever. Yo, I don't want to talk about her,
I feel it.
but I'll talk about her amongst my friends,
Mhm.
and we're close knit.
Mhm.
Yo, my girl, shit. You think I ain't like saying, yo, my girl got 20 mil liquid.
Hmm.
Liquid.
Right. Well, where's
Like
she at
this.
though? Why you
Like
left?
this. Liquid. Liquid.
I agree. I said that
McAllen,
before.
18.
Mhm.
I'm 21. Like,
Yeah.
Men like a successful woman. I've said it before. I
love
will
that
say it again. Men love,
Wait,
not all men.
We're gonna put a percentage.
Yeah,
on
there's a
it, 'cause this is
percentage.
very interesting
I think
and nuanced.
60%.
Plus,
topic.
men are the new clout chasers. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. The men. You ain't like that note?
Remember Pam when Biggie was on Martin? It's like singing in the background.
That's me all the time. No, but men, you got your shit together as a woman, they gonna latch on your ass real quick.
That's what you do when you meet a guy and be like, I can sing, baby, listen. You shout, and you be like, what you
Invest in me.
my singing career? Is that your line?
Hell no.
Yo.
I paid for my own studio time and my own videos, baby. I was doing what I had to do. And when I got on this show,
Oh
my, forget it.
Jada.
he tried to act like I was begging for help.
I know.
Almost.
I did sometimes.
You
Shit.
were asking.
If you expect
Close
it,
mouth
you're
don't get
begging.
I wasn't expecting not a damn thing. The people I wasn't going up to nobody asking for nothing. They're like,
But that doesn't
oh, I
mean
could help you. I could help
Well,
you. That's what I get.
Some dudes be like, yo, I see the uncle, I can help you.
And I could help you, but they looking
Yeah,
right
but-
at your coochie.
Yeah, but
I can help you.
Let me see. Lift your shirt up. I can help you.
like,
Let me see the back. Say ah. Say ah. Let me see how deep your throat is. I can help you, girl. Come here. I got the studio at my house. I know Diddy and all of them. And I'm just like, for real? Like, I'm just joking. But no, people maybe be try. Yeah. All right. Fuck your whole life up.
Super try.
Take your dreams and
over a
crumble
couple
them.
dollars.
Not over a couple dollars. People really think they believe in your dreams and they want to, yeah, right, do business with you, and it don't even be that. So
I got a question for you, right?
Space.
It's off of this though. What was like one of the most like fulfilling moments in your career or in your journey to where you're at right now?
most fulfilling. I used to work at Macy's. I used to work for the tie department, and it was like $500,000 ties down to like $9.99 on sale, $5.99, $2.99, whatever, depending upon if you got discounts, whatever. And I was very ambitious. I wanted to be in fashion. Food was kind of sort of going on, but ain't really going. But I'm trying to make it go. But I'm working at Macy's because I'm trying to learn the ins and outs of retail and all that stuff. Right. So my backup plan was to be a buyer. I wanted to be a buyer, and merchandise manager and managers. A lot of the managers knew me because I was always there every day, and I had a line of people that would come up. The suit department would always talk about me because I would sell more suits than them because I would put together outfits with shirts and ties and whatever. So
You should have been at sex.
So the manager, I don't know if he didn't really like it or whatever, Asian guy, brought me to the office one day and was like, yo, listen, we have to write you up because, we found this tie Now the tie would after my discount would have been like $5.99 or some shit like that. And when I'm saying I was part time, but you would have thought I was full time because I was there. I took over everybody's shift. I was always there, like night and day. And he threatened to fire me. He threatened to write me up. But if he wrote me up, my backup plan wouldn't work. Not that I'm really pushing for my first plan, but I'm securing my backup plan just in case. So I always got a bunch of plans. Like I always got, while this business is moving, I got some other business moving, just if this doesn't work. Long story short, I wasn't gonna let him mess up my backup plan. So I quit. And I said, the next time I come back at Macy's, I'm gonna sell to you.
Damn.
The next time I was back at Macy's, we had a big display which was never been done before, and we were actually in the windows, and that was the display. That was the next time I was at Macy's.
You saw that
Did you
same
see
man?
him?
No,
Oh.
Damn.
I saw the merchandise, but I did see the merchandise manager, because he had moved from the store on Long Island to Manhattan, and he saw me and was like, "Oh my God, wow!"
So wait, why did you get fired? What
That's
happened with the
dope.
tie?
I quit
Yeah.
because he tried to say I tried to steal a tie, and I
Okay.
didn't.
Got you.
He
Okay.
found something kind of wedged, whatever, where I'm usually am, and he said I tried to steal it. Now it might have fell on the floor.
You could tell us.
Whatever it was.
Yeah.
No,
It's
seriously.
like, I'm joking.
I'm gonna steal something. I'm gonna steal
It
it.
was $5.
right. Right. I feel you.
Like I was making more money than some of the people that work full time because of all my overtime.
Right. Wow.
That's dope. So
Damn,
I got
too bad he wasn't there though.
so in
He saw it.
in
Oh
20
yeah, he did see it. You're right.
so in 2018, right?
Okay.
I remember in 2017, I was working at the Apple Store and I quit. I was like, I'm about to do everything that I said I was going to do. In 2018, January, I got my first modeling gig with FUBU, and they did a collab with Puma.
Yeah. Oh, you did that?
Yeah,
Oh, I didn't know
the
that.
Body by
I
Val.
remember.
I
Yeah.
love
Yeah.
Yeah.
Body by Val.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so
Oh man.
So
Wait. Would you did it? Did you come to the office?
in New York.
Oh, wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, so I did my first like real popular dope established brand shoot with you guys when you
Wow.
guys partnered up with Puma.
I
Thank
think
you.
I was walking
thank
by
you.
outside. It's like, I'm joking.
And I'm not gonna lie, so like 3 months prior to that, everything was like going downhill, and I was like, I don't know how I'm gonna make this work, but I am.
Apple.
No, when I had quit, right?
Oh.
I was like, I got to figure out how to make money doing what I want to do. And I'm not going to figure it out if I keep on having the security of this job. So, but yeah, so fast forward, I did that shoot. And for me, it was literally one of the moments where I was like, I can do this. Like it put the confidence in me, like I can make this happen. Just because it was like, this is a brand that I grew up wearing. And I'm in the office, I'm seeing everything, and then I actually worked with Body by Val later on that year, and so much, everything from my career in 2018 started that January in that shoot, or maybe early February in that shoot, and I just want to say that this is one of my fulfilling moments right here to sit next to you after all of that.
That's
You
so
waited.
dope.
Thank you,
Cry.
thank you.
Cry one time.
Appreciate you.
Go ahead, cheers.
Appreciate
We
you.
gotta put that on
Toast.
camera.
All right.
That
was dope.
Hundo.
Damn, that was fly. Go ahead, Rico.
On
I know I
that
talked a lot
note.
of shit, but you gonna still look at my resume?
They ain't even got no resume.
I sure know. I had. I'm gonna ask AI to go write it real quick. Chat GPT, ask AI,
1
right?
second.
Tell them that I used to work at
that shit. Just
Yeah.
FYI.
Yeah, make sure
Please proof
definitely
it.
make sure you.
Because I done seen a bunch of
Yeah, it looks
bullshit.
crazy.
Just grab one off
Oh.
Indeed.
Do what?
Grab one off Indeed. They said become one of the Indeed hires. Get all the resumes, filter them through,
Yes.
and copy the one you like the best.
But anywho, on that wonderful, heartfelt note, Rico,
He stole all of our hearts.
we're gonna no, my heart wasn't stolen. But we're gonna go ahead and close out. I want to say thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
I think you had amazing stories. You answered all of Jada's questions. So
That.
we appreciate that.
Wait. That's the underlying thing.
No. I had hella questions. I talk too much. I'm curious.
Jada had all of her questions today.
Right, exactly.
She would like to be you.
Shit, pretty much.
That's hilarious.
So we just want to say thank you for coming through. We know we're far out, so we appreciate it.
Oh my God.
Hey, chill out. Don't. I know you probably didn't even drive here, did
What are
you?
you talking about? This helicopter on the roof.
Yeah. I just want to know if you still making bitches millionaires, because I got a cousin. I got a cousin. We go into business.
Fada is crazy. Fada, whoa.
I'm asking for somebody.
Right, I'm asking for somebody else. Shit. Yeah.
Fada Whitewell.
Wow.
That's my cousin.
Right.
I'm about to call her right now.
So thanks for coming. We appreciate it. If you ever in the
having me.
neighborhood, we'd love to have you back
I am
again.
never in the neighborhood.
Wow, you never
Not
coming back?
No, I'm saying,
I have to put this in my
it's
schedule.
like
Right.
2 hours away.
2 hours. Where you staying?
Nah, it's
I said your Uber.
See, somebody drove him here.
Okay.
So he was in the back sleep anyway. Anyway, guys, thanks for tuning in. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. So make sure y'all sign up, subscribe, all of that stuff. But before we close out, I really want you to tell us what you got going, whether people can check you out. I know you said you're not really on the socials like that, but like we want people to know what you're doing now. You're clearly an icon in your field and in our culture. So we definitely want people to be able to keep up with you and find you.
I mean, traditional IG thing, because you have to do it. My name, JAlexanderMartin, for IG. Other than that, I got a website, but nobody really cares about those things anymore. But if you still look at that, I don't know, whatever. It's my name again, JAlexanderMartin. So if you just Google me, you can find me.
He said,
Google
Google
me.
him. I feel it.
I gotta get my shit together.
So basically, I have a new book coming out. This is my third book. It's called For Us Buyers, Our Secret. Basically about if we all come together, how everything can happen, how you can be real successful, because we don't really come together like that or support each other. So it's really basically giving you stories and giving you into my recollection of how we became successful and how we became a $6 billion brand. To give you the kind of the foundation of we can do it, you can do it too, but how we did it and why we did it and what we did it for. And then I have Forest Bias Network streaming platform. I just did a deal. I'm actually in the middle of doing a deal right now with Pluto and Viacom, Paramount as well. I'm actually newly on the board of this committee with all of the elder streaming platforms, Disney, Paramount, the like, all of those, and I'm basically lobbying to help streaming platforms and bring more diversity to streaming platforms. I'm like that's quote unquote
The front man on
man
that movement.
to that. Well, not necessarily the 100% front man, but I'm the M1. The platform has been around for quite some time now, so we're just trying to make $1.15.
Amen to that.
I love
15
it.
bill.
And
I was
FUBU's
about
still
You are
around.
busy, right?
We just
for us to
our
say.
latest licensing deal was kind of weird. We have scrubs now.
Ooh,
That's kind of dope.
that is really
Scrubs.
cool. It's a lot of nerds. It's a lot of like
like
our people
figs
in
and
the
they're
in the
doing
industry.
scrubs
Lot
now,
of-
yeah.
right.
Our
It's
people in
yeah,
Yeah, fix
with
this.
2 jobs. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They got 3 jobs.
Right. 2 jobs, 3 jobs.
Hey, that was for
And that's
y'all,
really
Jamaicans, if
cool.
y'all didn't get it.
I had a good ass time. Jay, you
Right?
dope. You pretty
I know, it
cool.
was a great interview. I appreciate you coming through.
You wanna be my cousin?
Which one?
Fada.
Which one?
Oh, I was
Yeah, but I put my cousin
That
on
one
my
is
other
called
cousin.
Ada.
No.
She needs all the A's.
Ida. I need
Yeah, exactly. All right, y'all. Make sure y'all catch us next time. As usual, we're gonna have some fire. So thank y'all for tuning in. We love you. We appreciate you. Take care. Ate at the table. Peace.